Are you familiar with the books of Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Well, this is the prequel.
Oh, pretty good. El
Yes.
Caballero de los Siete Reinos.
Yes.
And who is this one?
This
I mean,
one?
do I know? Yeah. Do I know him?
No, you don't. It happens like a century before the series.
Okay, pretty good. But why did you decide to read this book? I can't hear you.
Oh, right now?
Yes, I hear you now.
Because
What?
it was an offer of Amazon Prime, so I just bought it.
Okay. It was almost free then.
Yeah, it was almost free.
How much did you pay for it?
Like 150.
Plus the
No, but
shipment? No?
no,
No, just
I
like
don't
that?
pay shipment. No, because my mother have the Prime service.
Oh, right. That's why.
Yes, and I said, oh, why not?
Yes,
And
yes.
I like Game of Thrones, so
Yes, it was well. I didn't. Started reading the book, the first one,
yes.
but for some other reasons, I just didn't continue. I like reading. I really do. I don't love literature, but I like reading. And
Mhm.
then when I started with the series, it was like, whoa. So I
Yes.
continued until the end. Morning, Dianita. Hi, Amelie.
Hi.
Hello, Marlene.
Hello.
Okay, welcome here.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So let's see. We were just mentioning that about the Game of Thrones, God, the series. Did you see it?
Game of Thrones? Yes, I did.
Did you like it
Yes, I like it.
so much?
But I only see season 5. At season 5, I haven't seen the last one.
So you only saw the 5th season.
Yes, the one, second, third and 5.
But is that the last one? Season number 5?
No, I
No,
I
I
just saw
haven't seen
eight.
the 3 last one.
Okay. And you, Amelie,
What
did you see the series? No,
series?
not really. Okay. How about you, Montserrat?
I
What
want
is
to
that?
sleep more.
What is it? Again, please.
I want to sleep more.
Okay. Yes, but yeah, we all want to sleep more. Believe me. It's not like I say, "Oh, I have to wake up early. Oh, that's great, wonderful." No,
This is the first day that I wake that I wake up at 8.
for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I received a message from Valeria like some minutes ago, and she told me, "Teacher, I'm gonna be late for her class," and I was like, "Okay," and she replied, "I'm just waking up, so well." I said nothing. I said, it's okay, no problem. Buenos días, señora. Okay. So let's see. Let's then move on. Could you please help me remember what the last thing we did was last class? What was the last thing we did last class?
Um,
Um,
I think it was page 28.
28. Okay.
Yes,
Do you remember this unusual coming of age ceremony?
Yes, we read that.
I like your photo, Marlene.
thank you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna use my camera, but I have a little problem. I'm trying to use it.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. I was just saying. It's like that was somebody who is into photography took that photo, right?
Right. It's me. I'm not model, but I'm working with an artist, and she works with a lot of lights, and I am his model.
Oh, very good. You're like his muse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you remember the ceremony, guys?
Yes.
Montserrat, do you remember that?
Okay. No, yes, sorry.
Could you please remind me of what it mentions here?
I remember that it's a ceremony for children between 14 and 14, 20 to become a man.
To become men.
Yes,
Okay. And that's the meaning of coming of age or come of age, right? When you are old enough to be a man or a woman.
yes.
That's pretty good. And we also mentioned that in different societies, the age differs, right? I mean, it changes. It varies from society to society. Do you remember any of the societies we mentioned?
No.
You're kind of an otaku, right? No, you don't like manga and anime and
Yes.
hentai and
No, that's not. That's not.
you said
Yaoi.
yes. You said I heard you, and it's recorded over here. You said yes.
But before you say that,
No. No, that's okay. It's okay. So do you remember I told you about Japan's come of age?
21?
Yes, 21. Actually, when you're talking about, for example, when you're mentioning the year or your age in Japanese, you have certain or how can I say it? A format, right? So you say, I am 18 years old. And then you mention 18, 19, they all sound the same. Yes, you just change the number. But when you mention 21, the word changes because it's a
Okay.
special moment. No, you say hatachi. That's completely different from like niyusai, which is 20, or nanasai, which is 7, blah, blah, blah. They all end with sai, except for hatachi, right?
Okay.
So that's why it's different. Okay, here in Mexico, when do men come of age?
18.
18, right? We also mentioned spring breakers who come to Mexico, especially to Cancun or Los Cabos, because they can drink alcohol here and not there. Hello, Gina.
Hi,
How are you?
fine, thank
Oh, you sound super happy.
you.
Are you?
Well,
Nobody who's awake at this time on this day is super happy. But at least I took a shower, huh? If it smells like awful, it's not me. Yes, it might be Amelie. Okay, so let's see. Well, I gave you homework, guys. I remember I gave you homework, and I think it was the writing, if I'm not mistaken. Was it the writing?
no.
Hello, Chio.
Hello, teacher.
So it was not the writing?
No.
It was
I've just noticed. Gerald is here. Morning.
Hello, Gerald.
I haven't seen Gerald. Who else is here? Indra, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, a little
Super happy.
sleepy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric, good morning too.
Hi.
So the writing was not the homework?
No.
no.
That's too bad. Anyway, I was trying to find, and let me see, just give me 1 second because my YouTube wasn't working. Give me 1 second. It's already working. So let's see if I can find the short video that I wanted you to see. So that was the last thing. That was the last thing. Page 28. Then let's move on to page 29, right?
Yes.
Let's warm up a little bit with some exercises, grammar exercises. Amelie, could you please be so kind and read the instructions number 5?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Look at example keyword transformation exercise below. Here the first sentence has been replaced by the keyword. Do both sentences have a similar meaning?
Okay. Could you please read the example too? She's gone. She's gone. Okay, that's too bad. What did you do? What did you tell her?
I didn't do
You
anything.
told her
I swear,
something.
I swear I didn't do anything.
You
I
broke
can't
her
do
heart. She
anything.
left. Gabo, please continue. She's your
All
partner,
right.
so it's your responsibility to complete this.
Okay. I'm sorry for her behavior. Okay. It says, example, do you think I could disturb you for a moment? Wondering. I was wondering if I could disturb you for a moment.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's the example. And the question is, which part of the first sentence has been replaced by the keyword?
Do you
Do you
think?
think?
Which is what? It's like a question, right?
Yes.
What's the meaning of wondering? Don't say bread.
To ask.
Ask yourself, that's right. So you ask yourself, asking yourself, that's wondering, okay? Like, I wonder how, I wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue sky. So I was wondering if I could disturb you for a moment, right? That's what you had to change. Do you remember that we had lots of exercises like this with the FCE? So that's basically the way it works. They give you a word, you have to change. And here's my second question. Do you both sentences have a similar meaning or not? Gabo, you're yawning.
I'm sorry, I told you it's the first day I wake up at 8.
Yeah. So do they both have a similar meaning or not?
Well, yes, no. I mean, the idea remains the same.
Yes, basically the same. So that's for number 5. Now let's go to number 6. Chio, please.
Read the answers given to A, 12, and 12 and say which ones are correct. Then correct the ones that are wrong. The how to do it box will help you.
Thank you. Could you please read the how to do it box?
Yes. How to do it. Find which part of the first sentence needs to be replaced by the keyword.
Okay,
Be
just
careful.
sorry to interrupt. That would be a good idea, just to underline the part that you think might be the one to change. Okay, so we're gonna have to pay attention to that. I recommend you to try, which is already done. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's already been done. Thank you, Chiu. Please continue. In the real test, in the real exam, you won't have this. So that's the first thing you're supposed to do. Please continue.
Think carefully how this will affect the grammar or the second sentence.
Thank you. Wait a minute. What do you understand by this, Chiu?
I think that you need to think about how to change the part you are underlining in the first sentence. And also like the grammar for what is new form to use it.
But what could you give us a, for instance, an example?
I think, for example, if you change something in a sentence, you need to think also, for example, in the new form and